At number 3, Dalton, is the only school in the top 4 that does not have a top 10 running back for me on my list, but still deserves to be a spot here because how deep the room is. That is the Texas Longhorns checking in here at number 3. Quintravion Wisner is back for his junior year. He was third among all SEC running backs in 2024 with 1,060 rushing yards and 695 yards after contact. But Quintravion Wisner was not even supposed to be the starting running back for Texas last year because C.J. Baxter had a really good freshman year in 2023 with a 74.6 grade, but he missed all of the 2024 season after tearing his LCL and PCL before the season. So C.J. Baxter, who was the number 1 running back coming out of high school in the 2023 class, was the starting running back for Texas when Jonathan Brooks went down with an injury. He unfortunately also suffered a pretty serious knee injury in the summer, I believe, of last year. Missed all of 2024. Now he's back for his redshirt sophomore year going into this year. Going to probably bounce back in a big way next year. So Trey Wisner and C.J. Baxter, and also 3 former 4-star running backs as well in true sophomore Jarrett Gibson, redshirt freshman Christian Clark, and true freshman James Simon as well. So Trey Wisner, C.J. Baxter, and then a pretty good committee behind them as well. But those two at the top, Trey Wisner, C.J. Baxter, I believe is one of the best duos in the country.
Yeah, I think considering everything else Texas had, right, one of the top 3 defenses in the country, a great offensive line, the receivers, Matthew Golden, everything else. We probably never properly gave Wisner enough credit for the job that he did in filling in as the starter when Baxter got hurt before the season even started, right? And you look at the way he turned it on down the stretch. An 85 rushing grade for the season is fantastic. 186 rushing yards against Texas A&M in that win, 110 against Clemson in the playoff game on just 15 carries. You look at the explosiveness and the power that he brought. He was kind of the thunder and lightning, to Jaden Blue's lightning kind of back there at the backfield with the 4.2 speed, right? But Wisner was really the engine to come in as a guy who didn't get a ton of carries the first few games, and then they just kind of made the starter because they were trying to find it. Wisner did a fantastic job last year, and then to have a guy with C.J. Baxter's talent coming back to play next to him, at Texas, another one. They're just this running back factory at this point. We're just getting them every single year. There's 2 more coming this year. They had Jaden Blue last year and Bijan and Jonathan Brooks before that. Just so many lately. Steve Sarkisian just keeps cycling them through. But Wisner and Baxter, what a great duo this could be as long as that Texas offensive line replaces some veterans as well that got lost in the draft.
Roschon Johnson was recently too. He's a great player at Texas. Texas just puts out running backs, it seems like, every single year. And C.J. Baxter is a guy that I think could really explode next year and become one of the top running backs in the draft because he was really encouraging as a true freshman. Like I said before, he was the number 1 running back coming out of high school. He missed all of his second year with an injury, but now he's back for next year. And he and Trey Wisner together is one of the best duos in the country. But they're checking at number 3, and I believe it's pretty solid number 3, Dawn. I don't think this should be any higher or lower. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the PFF College Football Show. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Also, subscribe to PFF Plus at subscribe.pff.com for all of the same data and grades that we use in our show, plus fantasy tools, betting tools, and our mock draft simulator.